It has no exhaust right now. It's just got pipes going through the tips. And he supplied mufflers, so we're gonna put those on. I did have a few interested parties, and then I found out my price was probably more reasonable than I thought it was, to a point where a dealer wants to buy it off me. If you're thinking about getting one of these cars, go test drive one first if you can. The seats, fantastic, 10 out of 10. Never had a seat as good as this. I'm gonna miss these seats more than anything. Steering feedback is very good. Shifter for a manual Honda, fantastic. Not quite as direct and mechanical as a B series, but better than any other of the K series with cables. Tech is very good. The display is nice. The Honda logger, I've shown you that in the past. I'll show you that in a glimpse in the video here. Really nice. It's nice to have that feedback and also to keep an eye on all the data. The styling, I wish they'd have put the FK8 and this in a pan, stirred it up and baked a cake out of the two of them. I think it would have been a little bit better. The FK8 was a little bit too dramatic and square and sharp angles. Looks like you could cut yourself on it. This, they took a big sanding block and sanded off all the corners to a point where, to me, it doesn't look quite as unique as the FK8. The display dash on this over the FK8, hands down. Civic's gone. Got to check on the spot. This is actually his first car. The son brought this in with his dad, and they just put wheels and tires on this car. Usually I walk down here, but I figured I'll just show you real quick. Pretty sad. AB powder coat. They're closing. So it's sad on a few levels. One, they're fantastic powder coaters that are 200 yards from our shop. And it's sad to see a business close, especially two guys I like, Andrew and Austin. It's been great. We've had fun. You've done great work. But you guys are moving on to something else, so sad day. This actually belongs to a customer of ours. Somebody else actually built this car. I know we did the dump tube and the exhaust, but we're looking at it right now. We came in with a power steering problem, so somebody relocated the power steering and used a really nice stylish bracket right there. Well, we're looking at this. We just pulled the fender liner down, and look at this. What holds that up? The fender liner. That's why it's there. So yeah, we're gonna fix it, but it came in with no power steering. I mean, this whole bracket is a little bit goofy. In fact, it's broke there, but I bet it's that ground, because these boxes don't go bad very often, which is good because they're expensive as all. At least it's got grommets here. This is why dealerships don't want to work on your stuff, because they can't find it.
Like, I already went without my radio for a week and a half.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and fix this before we do anything. On a serious note, September 9th, mark your calendar, we're gonna do an LHT car show / meet at Quake Estate. This is for a benefit for my sister-in-law. She has been fighting cancer for over 2 years now, and it's pretty bad. We're trying to raise money for her treatment. She's doing some specialty treatment, and insurance is only paying so much, so this is a massively expensive thing. We're doing it to raise money. We're going to be selling stuff. We're going to be raffling stuff. We've got a lot of people helping out. They're going to be making gift baskets. We're going to bring some LHT merch. We're going to be selling a whole bunch of stuff to raise money for this. There's also a GoFundMe set up. I'm going to make a dedicated video to this and show you everything about it. Quake Estate is the place that we actually raised Sebastian's RC car. Really cool themed restaurant, huge parking lot. If you're coming from out of town, there's a hotel directly behind it. This will be a really cool thing, even if you're coming just for the meet, just to meet some fellow Honda guys, S2000 guys, whatever you drive, car people, and getting together and raising some money. So if you want to come and donate, that would be fantastic. Buy stuff. I'll try and make it worth your while. I'll have a whole bunch of the LHT guys, some of the OG guys that you haven't seen in a long time. They're coming out to help. This is what makes the car community so fantastic. You know, that's what us car guys do. We get together, we chit chat, we talk about cars, buy some of our stuff. Enter the raffle. We're doing a 50-50 raffle, which is new to me. I guess everybody puts in so much money, and the person that wins it gets half the money. So that's, you know, like a little lotto type thing. A dedicated video to this. I'll show you more about it. Just mark your calendar, September 5th. It is a Saturday. It's from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We'll see you there. It's no longer foam. This is what it should look like. The only way to fix it is to vacuum it out. See that? Installation, it goes this way around pretty easy. You're just gonna place it in there. There you go. So all this really does is keep down some of the noise from the transmission. It actually does a really good job. When you replace them, you can definitely feel the difference here. Oil pan's down. We're gonna go ahead and fix it. Clean it while it's here. See how stodgy that oil is in there.
Yeah, it's pretty thick.
Yeah. It's always nice to take the pen off and give it a good clean. So it's leaking around the weld. See right there. Some porosity in there. And up there. So this one has a bad ballast. We changed the bulbs already. That didn't fix it. And these ballasts are really hard to get a hold of because they're different than the 04 and up. We'll show you here in a minute. So it's got LEDs. We're going to take the bumper off, take the headlights out.
Bulbs in there.
Are the bulbs,
Like
LED
HID.
conversions?
That looks like an HID bulb.
Yeah, maybe it's just...
Maybe it's an HID kit, I don't know. HID kit.
Unfortunately, this is not going to work. This is just a generic HID kit. Well, the ballast we could retrofit and make work, but the bulbs are not even close. If the bulbs don't fit, the focus is not going to be anywhere close.
Yeah, it's just an H1 HID kit for like fog lights or something.
It's completely different. The bulb is not... If you don't focus the bulb, it basically ruins the light. So that sucks because we'll took both headlights out. We're going to have to put it back together and inform him that it doesn't work, which sucks because we just wasted the labor time. But he is a good customer. We can't charge him for labor. It's not his fault. It's not our fault. We just chalk it up to next time. We'll make sure we have the right parts before we do this, because this is the larger ballast. It's really hard to get. All the aftermarket kits are catered towards the AP2s. This is darn near impossible to get now. So I'll update you a little later. We might have another powder coater, and what is kind of ironic, it's one of our past customers that we've known for a long time. We built a couple of cars for him. He is in the powder coat business. We give him a valve cover to try, see if he'll do it the way we like it, and we'll let you know. So I do have a brand new PRL intercooler for the FL5. It's brand new in the box. Never had chance to open it. If this is something you're interested in, if you want, I will sell you this at retail and we'll install it for free. We want to give PRL a bunch of love on this one and some advertising and share our opinions with it. If you want this, FL5 only, we'll install it for free. Get a hold of us. Let me know if that's something you want to do. I'm not going to ship it. We have to install it. So retail price on their site, and we'll install it for free and make a video. Let me know if that's something you want to get. More goodies from PRL. PRL shift knob, which is not going to burn your hand like the factory one, with the adapter, shifter bushings, and then of course the box mounts right there. It takes the rubber squishiness out of it. It makes the shifter a little bit firmer, which the shifter is actually fantastic on the FL5. I know the FK is too. If you buy the intercooler, I'm going to give you this too, just as a little bonus. PRL, these guys do make quality stuff. Saying this from experience, we've installed their stuff on a few cars. I do like it. Despite the weather being kind of crappy, I've been driving the S2000 last couple of days since I sold the Civic. It makes you realize actually how good this car is. There's nothing wrong with the Civic. This is just more like a Honda to me. I'm not going to go any more into that because I don't want to upset people. If you still own a Type R, some of you guys kind of agree with me. It's not that it's a bad car. It's like comparing that to that. They're not even the same. This has been fantastic. So this has our turbo kit on it, 400 horsepower, 300 foot-pounds of torque, and it's so uber quiet. It's like OEM plus. It has a, let me show you. Where we did it is a factory airbox, so it looks completely stock. And until you start looking, you go, well, what's that thing right there, and why does that look funny? It uses the factory airbox, which we found out is very, very efficient. 2.5-inch piping everywhere. Turbo is down there with a short tubular manifold. It is a G25 660. Very efficient, very fast spool. Really nice setup. I've been really enjoying this car. It's as close to factory OEM as you can get. The exhaust, same idea. Always drop your hoods, by the way. Don't slam it with your hand. Drop it. The exhaust is a 3-inch, basically right down this side, and then it branches off into a 2.5. This is a full titanium exhaust. So this is 3-inch this side. This side here, the branch off, is 2.5. What happens is, under moderate throttle, this valve is closed, forces the air down this pipe. 2.5 inches, much quieter than 3, less drony, less boom. And of course, as soon as you hit 4 pounds of boost, it opens into a full 3-inch. I'm not doing a sales pitch, by the way. I'm not trying to sell this car. I'm not selling it. Red seat belts, red shift boot with a hybrid shifter. This shifter in the S2000, fantastic, love it. New wrapped wheel with the red stitching. Looks super cool. Makes it just look a little newer. It makes a nice leather smell in there. Everything package goes together really well. Absolutely terrific car. I found a ZR1. Hopefully in the next video I can share it with you. I'll show you it and tell you a little bit more about it. But thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget, enjoy your cars. Mark your calendar, September 9th, 5 till 10. Come out, hang out, and we'll see you then.